Well, following our vein this summer of introducing you to many different museums in our area, today we'll show you the Warner, New Hampshire Firefighters Museum. Let's join Fire Chief Ed Raymond to hear about how it came to be and some of the unique equipment they've got in their collection.
Well, the vision started way back when Chief Paul Violet was, before he was really chief. We had a bunch of equipment, stuff that was handed down through generations that were in so many people's different garages, their barns, their attics. A lot of former firefighters had stuff. Well, when they come in here, they'll see the pumper. This is the second pumper, hand pumper, that the town of Warner owned. We couldn't obtain that one, but we've got this one here that's on display. It is a workable pump. We used to run it in competitions back in the 80s, and we could shoot water about 200 feet. And it took about 16 guys to run that thing, to run it efficient, to push a lot of water out of it. Of course, it was all filled up with pails back in the day, and this was a discharge thing on the front of it that discharged the water. And this here's a ladder truck it's a hand-drawn ladder truck wagon. You can put a horse on this. We got two different hookups, one where guys would pull it, and then we got another hookup that would go on the front where you can harness a horse right into it. The ladders aren't original. Those are ladders that were donated to us to fill the space. The hats that are on them right now are leather hats that were used back in that time, and so are the buckets that would fill the hand pumper that we have over here to the left of it. There's a couple compartments there to carry different tools, and there's one leather pail that we've got there, but those were all original and common to that time and era. Behind me we've got a 1927 Chevrolet truck. It's the first motorized fire truck that the town of Warner owned. It was bought as a truck. It was a stripped type thing. They paid a plumber to mount this pump after they bought the pump and get it all hooked up so we pump water. And local carpenters and people built the back of it. It's all made out of wood, even around the windshield. They bought the windshield, but it's all carpentered in there. Well, there's all kinds of artifacts there. There's all kinds of different nozzles, different types of nozzles, fire extinguishers from way, way, way back, and pictures of different fire scenes that we've had over the years. Different tools that we use even today. The ones over there, that's the old AM radio, base radio that we used to have in the Kearsarge Street firehouse up on Kearsarge Street, and it went up through with the communications of how they reported fires through the, not 911 as we know it now, but for the what we called a fire tree, where a person would dial a telephone number and it'd ring a dozen different people around town, like a party line. And then when that firefighter got the message, he'd hang up and ask his wife to call who was on his tree, or he would do that to tell where the fire was.
Certainly an interesting look at firefighting history here in our region. Now, I should mention that also housed in the museum is a display dedicated to 9/11 and how this small rural community responded to it. If you're interested in visiting the Firefighter Museum, all you have to do is call the New Hampshire Telephone Museum at 603-456-2234, and they'll help you schedule a visit.